What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Motorsports Almanac show. We are fresh off of our trip to the Performance Racing Industry Show in Indianapolis, as always. Learned a lot of things and got to make a lot of new connections, as always. Joined by Wyatt and Zach. Boys, it was a filled week, it felt like, from the whole show.
It definitely was. I was only there on Thursday, but you can't see the place in a day, I can tell you that.
No, you cannot at all. Man, why you were on the ground before I was. Was there anything that you really saw right off the bat that you jumped out to you on Thursday before we jump into Friday? Because it seems like Friday's never where everything went off.
Usually Thursday and Friday of the PRI show are the ones that you kind of want to pay attention to. Your bigger
Right.
race teams when it comes to the NHRA and as well as like Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and other organizations. That's where most of their big announcements come because Saturday is usually either banquet time for them to get ready for celebrations that night, or it's weather's coming in and people are going home. So
I compare Saturday at PR like Saturday at Farm Show, where you don't want to be in the building if you don't have to be.
Yeah.
And it's not just. I don't think for PRI is the crowd type thing. I just feel like everybody's gone by that time because most of your autograph signings, your press conferences, and your like Topps headquarters stuff happened within that Thursday and Friday realm. But overall, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't feel like there was as much of a buzz to PRI as a whole than there was in years past, and that could have just been my take from it. But I don't know. What did you guys feel like up on the atmosphere?
I think it depends on what you went for.
I'll agree there.
100% honest.
Like, we got down there, we walked in 9:15, something like that, Thursday morning. Started walking the aisles of the where Apex is and stuff, walked that one, and then went ate lunch, come back and walked around a little bit in the other building, then ended up down on the floor, in the full pull booth. But I kind of agree. It's what you went for this year. I think whether it was a big year or not for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, if you were there at the NHRA booth, you learned plenty. If you're at the IHRA booth, you learned plenty.
Well, in this year, more than others for associations like the NHRA, there's a lot more moving components within the driver and crew chief realm than there has been years past. See, like you have John Force's announcement. Alexis is moving from JCM to John Force. You have, obviously some other teams weren't even on the grounds. You have crew chiefs from Milliken and Schumacher moving around. There's more than one thing you got to pay attention to. And that wasn't even just on the pro side. I mean, the Street Outlaw guys were even at the NHRA booth too, announcing they got a new series within the NHRA.
Yeah, I don't really understand that whole deal. Wyatt, have you dove into that more, maybe? Because, I mean, I've just read the headline from Sean Ellington's page.
Go ahead, Wyatt.
From what I understand, I do not have all info, so I'll disclaim that right there. From the surface, which I've read is that it is similar to the series that they've already been racing within, like Speed Promotions or the Street Outlaws name, but it's under a different sanctioning body. So it's kind of like the Dragon Drive series in which they had like either Chicago or St. Louis or whatever. It's similar to that. It's like another series within the umbrella that the NHRA is. Because
go ahead. Sorry that you're done.
No, I was just going to finish by saying, like, it's kind of similar to, like you said, the Dragon Drive or the jet shows or the top fuel motorcycle in that sense, as they don't have a ginormous series, but there's one there.
Do we think that the little bit of this to what I'm going to say in HRA, IHRA, accepting these, I'm not going to say lower level series, but all these
racers.
Is insurance coming to play in the drag racing world like it is in the pulling world right
That's actually the point I was going to make. Yeah, I kind of wonder if it was a move similar to that.
Because we know that a lot of these organizations right now within the sport of pulling, insurance is a huge factor in what some of these guys are doing right now.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
I think that has a component to it as well. Is just like the ever lingering factor that
What are you drinking there, Shane?
Tea.
That what we do in motorsports is an ever dangerous thing, and it's never
100%.
never guaranteed that we're going to make it out, which we've seen in certain cases we haven't. So, I think insurance is a little bit to do with it, but as well as just like we're seeing a little bit more cross promotion between organizations, not just from polling to racing, but from even in between racing organizations.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at what it did for this. Let's go right back to where you were at, Shane, the Snowbirds. You have this past year when Kai Kelly won the Snowbirds last year. All it did for Flow Racing was that uphill climb where viewership went up because they're gaining that audience.
You just talked about Flow Racing. What was their big announcement?
That they acquired the
Lucas bought a dirt series. Like,
and it makes you wonder if that's just the start of that deal.
So that makes an interesting thing though, because we know what IHRA is doing with buying the stock car and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who says Flow doesn't get into the tractor pulling side or start their own series there?
I think it's going to be a while before that happens.
They were in it for just a skosh, and then
with streaming.
With streaming, correct? But
it was fantastic too.
But who do they get? You know, a lot of these organizations right now are you know, teaming up, making these alliances, you know, and there's stuff coming down the pipe that not any of us know about yet. I'm pretty confident.
Well, and then look at like it's almost like you have to have two to tango in this sense, because look at World of Outlaws. They've got Dirt Vision, and it's just like two to tango there. Dirt Vision's got World of Outlaws. Flow Racing's got like Lucas Oil.
High Limit.
So it's High Limit. They got that too. So
did y'all see the roster so far for the World of Outlaws series
compared to the High Limit?
Yeah. No, it's not very much.
Good. Not good.
Not good at all.
And I've been to World Outlaw shows. I've been to High Limit shows both in person, and I can tell you, the Outlaws are the Outlaws. They're always going to be there, I think. But the things High Limit's doing, it's incredible to go watch a show in person with High Limit.
So now, what does that do with Flow Racing acquiring this Lucas Oil series? Does that maybe become a part of it?
I kind of wonder if that becomes kind of like the World of Outlaws late models were with the World of Outlaws.
Yeah.
You know, if does Flow bring this late model world into the High Limit room, I guess I'll say.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Because I think Flow, I mean, obviously we know who owns High Limit, but I think Flow's got a lot more to do with High Limit than publicly, in my opinion, than it's publicly known.
Yeah,
I can see that 100%. So there's
that's
a lot
to keep an eye on this summer. Then, I mean, that's a fact.
We got High Limit coming to Kokomo in May.
Do you really?
There's High Limit coming to Davenport, I believe, which is.
I think I've seen that on their schedule, Davenport.
I don't think they're anywhere near me. I don't think.
But there's overall, I mean, the whole entire show had a lot of things you just need to pay attention to, because I mean, look at Selzy. Selzy's got a full-time ride next year running with, I believe, is it World of Outlaws or is it High Limit?
Mm-hmm. World of Outlaws.
So you just got to pay attention. It's just the little things here and there that you could have missed. It'd be like, hey, did you see this? And you may have not, because there's so, like I said, there's so much to see at that show. You'll never ever catch it in a day.
So, that's the thing that I love, that the show's that big, but it feels like I always miss something every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even get to. I did like the Bowling Green booth stuff. Didn't even get by there. You know, we walked part of that one building, and then, you know, part of my own fault. I got down in the Lucas Oil Stadium and didn't leave down there. But
wonder why.
That cooler got me. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, Full pulling out some cool things too while they were there to kind of talk about what they've got coming up with Evansville. I think that's gonna be fun to see.
I'm anxious to see the Evansville press conference on Thursday. There's gonna be a couple announcements with that press conference that may surprise a few people.
Are you gonna go?
No. but yeah, the Evansville deal is going to be neat. I think they're doing it right. I think they're trying to promote it like kind of we just talked about the high limit, the World of Outlaws, trying to maybe follow that suit a little bit. I hear you guys get to go run there now.
Yeah, I've still got to make a decision.
There's a lot more. There's even more to be. There's a lot more to come yet. It hasn't even been announced yet, but we'll just let that for when the announcements come. So,
yeah. What they're doing down there, is, and not taking anything away from the Evansville PPL show, because it's always been one everybody wants to go to. I'm not taking anything away from that, but to see,
it's a great show.
To see, Chase and NTPA and them guys go in there and do I guess I'm going to say a standalone event that's not tied to the fair. It is pretty cool to me. To essentially kick off the Grand National Circuit. Yeah, we're kicking off the Grand National Circuit with a couple of classes in Florida, but then you got 2 months to run to fit. To me, you're really kicking the Grand National Circuit off in Evansville, Indiana.
Right. It's. I kind of compare it to the Gator Nationals is kicking off the NHRA season, but everybody's known that the kickoff is the Winter Nats.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I kind of compare it to. So,
and I like the approach Full Pull had this year, where they kind of just grabbed people and interviewed them as they seen them. And Dan just kind of doing off the whim interviews was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
he had Warren Ropp in there. I'm pretty sure I saw Gary Bontrager in there, maybe.
Yeah, and
they did so many of them. So many of them, I couldn't keep up with it.
Kenny Schrader was in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Kenny.
The Holland boys were in there. Yeah,
there was a bunch of them.
Yeah,
but Wyatt, the main one that we attended on Friday was John Force announcing their new driver for this year.
See, that was one that everybody was waiting for. It was the only, and you can look at NHRA's board, is the only one where they had more than one slot taken up for one announcement.
Yeah.
And because when you're talking about a car that Austin Brock drove, that Cornwell sponsored, that just did nothing but dominate the funny car scene for the last 2 years and win the last 2 world championships, the driver is going to have to be capable enough to take the reins and run with it.
100%.
And it was for a while at certain announcements, you like, all right, we kind of feel like this is going to be it, or there's a lot of things leading to this one person. I feel like there was no certain answer to who it was going to be.
No.
Because at first, when Alexis was brought on to JFR as another funny car driver, one of the initial assumptions was Alexis is taking over that seat. Well, no, she was just another one added to the team. That's not Austin's seat yet. So, and even going to the announcement, you're looking around. What driver do you recognize that's standing there right next to the booth before they're going to make the announcement? And it got closer and closer. And I kind of poked you, Shane. I said, "Look, Jordan hasn't taken his jacket off."
Yeah, I'll give it to him. They did it really well up until the moment presented itself, because he did not show anything until they said his name in that car.
Yep, but I think that's a really cool move. Like John Force is looking at pretty well the next generation with Austin, and now moving to Jordan. Jordan's another one that can handle the reins as good as anybody, because he's a third generation racer in the kick and drive.
Yeah, so I'll tell you something that was really unique to listen to there, though, because I mean they had the entire crew there. First time I've ever seen John Force in person, which was really cool in itself. And just hearing how Jack Beckman in particular, he was talking about like last year he was the low man on the totem pole. Now all of a sudden he's the senior leader of this team. That's a big step for him, but I mean you need it, and he can handle it.
Oh yeah, he's been around the sport long enough; he can handle it.
And he's been in such high pressure situations within other teams of DSR with talent such as Ron Capps or Antron Brown that he was teammates with. That you have to step your game up. You have to be at the top of your game, and having other people within his own team push him, like Alexis and Jordan, who have both won. It's another thing that's going to, I think, push that program forward almost even further what it already is.
Oh yeah, it will.
So
I'll tell you one thing. AB had a bunch of stuff on display, didn't he, Intron?
Yeah, between sponsors, his team cars as well as his car was the headpiece there, sitting right in front of the entrance.
So, yeah, that was really neat to see.
Yeah, that was cool to see when you walked in. We went to eat lunch. We come in the other way. We went to eat lunch, then come back, and walk through that, and it was like, oh, that's where that's at.
Yeah, pretty much. So, did you guys pay attention to some of the new things that were shown but not really publicly announced there at the PRI show?
It depends on what you mean by that.
Well, there were some people that have gotten some bigger turbos, it looks like.
Well, everybody's trying to get bigger turbos.
Yeah, well, I mean, the turbo that was on the one motor, it's run before.
Yeah.
There was some beautiful artwork there of engines, and I mean, the two Hazley engines were there, or three, whatever it was, were there. And
what engine is that, or what truck is that engine
one
out
of them
of?
was Ben Ship's. One of them was Cody Lee's. One Nation. Was there two or three there?
Okay, so we were right on the one.
It was the ARP. It was the ARP booth and the Schaefer's oil booth.
Okay, so those two, Cody Lee's and Ben Ship's, were the two that were there. I think heard Van say. Those are artwork. The red motor that was in the fluid dampener booth was beautiful.
Yes.
It
was shiny.
It's the Duramax that was in Wagler's booth was beautiful. Them guys, they're more artwork now than they are anything.
Yep, for sure. One thing it's cool overall to see. It's always cool to see more polling, like referenced and shown in the show like that. Mm-hmm. But I'll be honest with you, I did not know the Wrecker 3.0 square body Chevy was actually going to be on display. I didn't.
Yeah, no,
that surprised me.
I heard it Monday that it was going down there because CW and Adam took it down there, and CW was talking about how they had like a half inch on each side of it to get it where it was because they end up parking trailers before they put it in there or whatever. But I tell you, Adam spent I don't know how long cleaning that thing up.
Oh man, that truck was beautiful.
Adam does a phenomenal job.
Yeah. So I'll be honest with you though, I understand why we have so many of these of the blower motors and stuff like that on display at PRI. I do wish that we could show a little bit more of the tractor side too, to show the other side of pulling as well.
Yeah. I agree. My dad tells a story from when I forget where they were at one time. He was on display with the Diesel Super, and then John Heilman was there with his mod, and everybody was around Heilman's mod till Dad took the side shields off of the Diesel Super with 4 turbos on it. It was like everybody just flocked to that, And yeah. I'd love to see Chase them guys get, a Colin Ross or a Parrish or somebody like that in that booth. Chance, somebody like that in that booth next year to bring the different side of it out.
Yeah, because I mean we have more than just mods and minis on our side of things, man.
Which I understand, like you said on that show.
Oh, yeah.
I get why they do it. David's tractor, people are flocking all over everything all weekend. I mean,
yeah,
people can't understand how foremost. One of the funniest things I heard down there is we walked over to talk to Mears, and he said that somebody asked him, or he told I forget how it went, that the cross box on Dylan's mod was a belt drive. I lost my shit laughing.
See, I heard something similar to that
driven by a chain.
Yeah, I heard belt and chain. I'm like, no.
It's all gear, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another thing too is like crank to crank setups. They're just like how and why, and it's like it's modified.
That's their world, man. We're diesel guys.
No, I got their own clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
other funny thing we had happen to us was Jimmy Dale walking next to us in the hallway.
See, I don't think we should be repeating what exactly he said, but
I know. But it's just purely the personality aspect of it. Like he just talking to us, like walking down the hallway, like he's known us our entire lives. It's freaking funny.
because I don't think any other personality within drag racing or podcasting or motorsports could have had the most perfect timing to where that such of a personality walks up to you and says, "Yeah, I want this and this from such and such," and you're like, "What did he just say?" And
I don't know, man.
I mean, context for what people are. So, if anybody's ever seen what a plasma cutter does, it's a waterbed below, and it makes a certain watery noise. Do with that water noise what you will.
What? Seriously.
Jimmy Dale is Jimmy Dale.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Jimmy Dale is Jimmy Dale.
That conversation's for Motorsports Almanac after hours.
And that's why we move on.
It was still funny though. But what other show are you gonna go to though that something like that would happen? That
is one thing I'll say about PRI. That PRI, we walked in and Tony and Leah were standing right there. You can walk next to them people all week, all weekend long. Yeah. That's one thing about PRI I'll tell you is they're not saying they're accessible, but they're right there,
Yeah.
Where it's different to where if that's something in stick and ball sports would have happened, people would have flocked all over them like paparazzi.
Oh yeah. And they wouldn't even acknowledge it. Whereas, I seen Tony and Leah, they were shaking hands, hey, how you doing? All that stuff. And it's like that would never happen in the professional sports.
I feel like there's also a respect thing within the motorsports world though.
Right.
Like it's
I agree.
Different.
I agree.
But yeah.
Good old
Jumping back into the announcements that we had, we finally got the locations and dates for the high stakes series to just go through those quick before we run into our next thing. We're going to go to West Salem, Ohio, the first weekend in June, Farley, the 19th and 20th, Milan, Michigan, July 10th and 11th, Hebron, Ohio, August 7th and 8th, and Dunn, North Carolina, September 25th and 26th. So,
and many in polling will recognize most of those locations.
For the most part, yes.
August 7th and 8th, isn't that Hillsborough weekend?
No, the calendar's weird this year.
The calendar's very weird.
Yeah.
So, ask me how I know. Richard and I've spent hours the last couple weeks trying to figure this calendar out.
Yeah.
The calendar has screwed up literally everything. So if you're wondering why people have moved dates, it's not because they wanted to. It's because
there's 5 weeks in July this year.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it. It's throwing everything off.
So they were not wanting to make that decision. It just happened that way.
Yeah. So
I did see today where the last load of clay was dumped in the Sage Net Center for the Chili Bowl.
They get all the dirt work done today?
They got the last clay, and I seen the graders around it. That is an event that one of these years I'm going to not go winter pulling, and I'm going to the Chili Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if anybody's wondering why Tim Millinger wasn't at PRI, is because he's getting ready for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, Engler don't need to go to PRI.
Whoever needs him knows where he is and can find him.
Mm-hmm. Amanda Weekland.
Yeah. I can imagine. So, I guess jump into me being down at Snowbirds real quick. That was a different trip. I didn't really know what to expect going into this. It's only my third drag race I've ever attended, but I got to reconnect with some of the people that I got to hang out and make content with there from Galat whenever I went down there, and it was really cool to see. Man, Westbuck, he was great to us the entire time. We caught up with him at PRI too. I think we're going to have him online for US Streets and World Series of Pro Mod. So that'll be a lot of fun. But the racing down there was just phenomenal. Elimination Day was incredible. That's the only way you can describe it. Every race seemed like it was close. The first race that we started off with for the day, I think, was Jason Harris and Mark Mickey. I mean, that's a first round race, and that's a semifinals championship round race anywhere in the country that you go and put them to at the same track.
Because they moved that to Saturday night, right?
Yeah, they had to move.
So one thing I've been kind of wondering since that and knowing, watching drag racing and the racing compared when the track's cool to compare when it's not. Why don't some of these events just get rid of Sunday like Bowling Green did and make the eliminations on Saturday night?
I don't know.
Because I think your racing would be, to me, your crowd on Saturday night. Now, Indy's different because you got the holiday in there. But why not? Obviously, you take the polling where Bowling Green realized that we don't need Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunday's usually a travel day.
Right. I think, and maybe I'm totally off base here, but I think your racing would be better under the lights than not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, the jet show. That was something I completely forgot to mention. That was something that was wild. I've never seen it, never been next to it, never felt it. Yow. That's all I can say about that.
Jet shows are really cool.
Well, here's the thing. They didn't just have the jet truck. They had jet funny cars. And, what else did they have? They had something else.
Well, JT's here. I mean, he can probably explain it.
Yeah, I can't remember what in the world else it was. There was just so much.
JT says it should always be racing eliminations in front of a crowd. Track owners wanting the extra ticket. So short-sighted. I mean, I agree. I mean, it kind of goes to what Wes says. You kind of it's a big wedding in a small church. You'd rather see a bunch of stands packed than half empty.
Yeah.
If it was me and I was just normal spectator, and I had the choice to pay $10 more a ticket to go on Saturday night rather than Sunday, you bet your ass I'd pay $10 more a ticket
for that show that you got to see down there, man. You bet. I mean, no class was a slouch down there.
I watched it on the stream. It was
phenomenal.
It was the boys from Brazil though that showed the muscle.
And how about,
kind of talked about it before we went.
How about
I don't think Sidney Frigo was in our top
making the show
winners. Who, Peter?
How about him making the show?
Yeah, I know. It's freaking awesome. I don't know what happened to him in eliminations though. Like I saw him bump the second light and I didn't hear it spool up like it had been.
If you see it on stream, which I don't know if you caught it there, Shane.
I don't think I could.
The pre-stage, when he went into stage, he went in deep enough where the pre-stage bulb was flickering in and out because the car was moving. So that's probably where he got his focus at, and he didn't transfer his eyes to focusing on the bulb or the amber. Yeah. And that's where whoever he's facing, I can't remember, got him on the light.
God.
So
all of a sudden I see the light turn green, and Peter hadn't left yet.
It was just cool to see him make the show in his first, I'd say, major event.
Frick yeah!
Mm-hmm.
I think
agree.
I think Sheltons are getting close. I think they're really getting close to getting.
See, now that was another story for the weekend. I mean, they tore up some race cars there that weekend, and unfortunately, we had to have 4 alternates. But I mean, the 4 alternates put on a show. We brought Lyle back, we brought Rivenbark back. Man, they were the story of the weekend. They only had one car to focus on, and they made all the way to the semifinals. They did something right.
Well, and Stan's car wasn't that far off because
it wasn't.
You can have been within 100th of a second and been 20 spots out.
I see that. What's crazy.
That's what's crazy about that process, and I think kudos to the Drag Illustrated crew because that was a really hard decision to move it to Saturday. But also, I think it didn't waste anybody's good runs from testing. They put their good runs right in qualifying, right when it mattered.
Man, there were people swinging for the fences in the last round, though. My
goodness. You're to me, and like I said, I know it. Oh boy, Tennessee is blistering Louisville.
No,
sorry, my bad.
Squirrel.
Yeah, I know they're on like a 9-0 run right now. And I think and I know enough about drag racing to be dangerous, but to me, if you're going in the dark and a cool track, you can throw the book at it a lot more than you can on a Sunday afternoon in the heat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pulling. You pull under the lights where the sun's down. You can throw the book at it more than you can when the sun's out.
Let me tell you, nobody was holding anything back on the final round.
And it was cool because, like, going back to the point before, they didn't waste those good runs in qualifying where they could have tore a motor up, or in testing where they could have tore a motor up. It was in qualifying when it mattered. And if they got a good run in, then they could play around a little bit. And even if they played around, it was still a bullet shot. It was moving.
I got to give it to Taylor, though. He proved that just because he was setting records in outlaw trim at the import versus domestic, he still proved he's a fast car, even in legal trim.
Well, Carl Stevens is not no slouch, too. I mean, that man's been around forever. And, World Series Pro Mod Pass winner. That dude is legit.
Yeah. You just were not going to knock Jason Harris off his pedestal that weekend, though. And I got to talking about this with some of the media guys around there. Like, there's just some weekends, if Jason's got it, you just too bad, so sad, come back and try next week. And that was one of those weekends. The chip draw, though, from qualifying to race day was a lot of fun. You get to go down there underneath the tent, and you never know who you're going to sit beside. I think I ended up sitting beside Kai Kelly and Kurt Stedding. We're at my table.
Mm-hmm. It's just, and the thing about eliminations, drawing chips, is it doesn't matter who you're going to pick because they're all going to try. And
I think they're getting that from dirt racing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're all going to try and annihilate you on the light and annihilate you on the track. So,
yeah. I give it to Mark Beatty, man. I didn't really know much about Miss Mills, but she showed some muscle down there this weekend, or that past weekend, too.
Callie can drive. Callie's legit.
Absolutely can.
Not to change the subject, you're talking about racing and last weekend. The Gateway Dirt Nationals in St. Louis. Everybody needs to take a lesson from them guys.
Mm-hmm.
That is unbelievable. Them guys, they do a hell of a job out there.
That is a show, man.
Oh my God, it is.
Oh, we had it up looking at it on our phones in between some of the classes down there.
I had both streams up. I had both of them.
How are you able to do that?
You going one's free and one's not.
That Gateway Dirt Nationals. I want to try to go next year. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You go there, I'll go back down to Bradenton again.
If they're not in the same weekend, why not do both?
They won't be next year because the calendar's screwed up this year.
Right.
But
yeah, man.
That when you talk about cool raps and tough competition,
oh my,
and all the people and
the fighting.
Dude, they fight worse indoors than they do outdoors.
That is just such a cool deal.
And the thing is, too, is you got sprint car guys like, hey, I want a piece of that.
Did you hear what Rico said on Saturday night?
I knew he wanted in it, but didn't hear what he said.
That Tony Stewart and I are going to come with a 2-car team next year.
Oh, boy.
That'll be legit.
Seeing Smoke going dirt racing again? Yes, please.
Oh, especially when that dude is what he's done already.
I seen an interview from Kyle Larson today that said he was leaving for Australia the day after Christmas or Christmas Day, I think it was Australia, going to race like 4 days over there. His flight gets back into Tulsa at like noon on New Year's Day, and he jumps in the Wing Outlaw shootout car New Year's night in Tulsa.
Yeah, because they got the
shootouts before the Chili Bowl.
That's a tight timeline. That is a very tight timeline.
But the mini
sprints down Australia.
Yeah, the Tulsa shootouts for the Chili Bowl, which is mini sprints, and
that's if you're not a racing fan, you're missing out because there's a lot of stuff happening within the next month and a half.
It's amazing how much stuff's happening in the winter now between where Shane was and the Gateway Dirt Nationals, the Chili Bowl, Cloverdale, Farm Show, Gordyville coming back.
U.S. Streets, you got World Street Nationals, you've got
everything. It just the stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's like you can go from Tulsa the week after. You're literally going right into Lexington's Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Horse Park's up next on the pulling side. Who's going to be the person who puts a pull on in December? I mean, that's the only
nobody
month
has
we
banquet
legitimately
season.
do not have a pool in the calendar.
I'd be okay if we didn't.
It's banquet season, man. Leave it alone.
Yeah, you're right. Somebody will try it eventually.
Just leave it alone. We need time off for family.
Banquet season, family. Yeah, I'm okay with it after the first of the year. Let's leave December out of it.
Yeah, because the last 2 holidays of the year are all about family. So,
I agree.
Anything else we want to touch on from basically PRI, Bradenton, and Dome?
No, man. I hope I get the opportunity to go back down to Bradenton next year. That I want to do that deal as many times as I possibly can. You know, getting to see those guys do their thing on that property. It's just phenomenal facility. Can't say enough about that. And
it was cool by the way, it was cool to see and catch up with the Drag Illustrated crew because I somehow caught them outside of after. They're like, hey, yeah, we watched your show. I'm like, wow, okay, cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's becoming a kind of a thing now. Like people like that watching our show and telling us that they actually like it. Not gonna lie, it feels kind of cool.
Yep, for sure. So yeah, shout out to it was pretty cool to catch and actually get to meet them in person for once. So
yeah. Cloverdale list keeps getting bigger and bigger all the time.
Bigger, baby. We're at 290.
I just looked. 298, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're up to 29 in the light limited super class in particular. Clint Tucker wants to hit 30 or above on those, he told me. But
Light
if you're
Pro,
like a Cockstud or a Deutz, get in touch.
Light Pro show is going to be phenomenal as always, as long as everybody shows up.
We added a couple in the last couple of days. Old Stroud and Wyatt Lear signed up with his Light Pro.
Yep.
And the 4-1.
Yeah, it did.
The 4-1 too?
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't look, but probably getting ready for farm show. So
one thing, and I know Tucker's not on here, but if anybody's listening that's coming to Cloverdale again this year, trust the process.
Yes.
Listen to your itinerary, listen to your parking stuff, trust the process. It will work.
We survived last year. We're gonna do it again this time.
And we know what we're doing. We got a little better idea what we're doing this year.
Yeah. Man, I can't get over how stacked this light pro stock class is, and I don't think we're done.
I think we're close.
Yeah, I think we'll end up with about 25-ish, somewhere in there, don't you?
I would agree.
Yeah. We still need 93 super farms. We still need you guys. We need about 5 more of you guys to sign up.
Pot, kettle, black?
Yes.
Exactly. So sign up.
I told you that's my weekend off.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. But after that, we had the farm show list come out while we were on the PRI floor.
Yep.
Wait for Wyatt to get back on that one. Is Tucker going to be broadcasting the Chili Bowl during the Cloverdale Pulse? Oh, no. Did they fall at the same time?
I thought Chili Bowl was the weekend before.
I thought it was too.
No, wait. I'm wondering if he's referencing to the time that we had
sent faith through the pits.
Chili Bowl's the week before, isn't it? Well, hang on. Is it this year?
No, it might be the same because it was the week after last year.
12th through the 17th. So yeah.
What will Reggie?
We will work on that.
Yeah.
We could maybe use one of the screens.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, absolutely. Why you want to add any thoughts into Cloverdale or anything like that?
If certain dates didn't conflict, certain tractors would be there.
Certain dates didn't conflict. What dates are conflicting?
Dyno dates.
I'm going to tell you, like I tell everything else, no, do not do it. Don't blow it up on the dyno.
If it's going to blow up a dyno, it's going to blow up on the track too. So.
Hey, you Red Super Farms don't have to worry about it. You get parts. You can go to Tractor Supply and get parts for them things.
If you need them, because most of the time they're like bulletproof down there.
Yeah.
Seems like here lately it's the blue ones.
Been there, done that.
There ain't many blue ones. They all exist for super farms. They all existed within one little region of southeast Wisconsin.
It's fair point, sir. Fair point. But no, David, we'll work on getting the chili bowl on one of the screens there at Cloverdale. But Wyatt, me and Zach were talking. The Farm Machinery Show list came out while we were on the floor at PRI.
Yeah, I was anyone else genuinely surprised that it came out that quick after the initial letters came out?
No, because I think they had trouble with letters again.
That's unfortunate.
It's not, and I don't know about anybody else, it's not normal to see emails.
Yeah, so I kind of hope that's the new normal, though. I mean, I'll be honest, I check my email more, and I'll probably check my mailbox. I'll be honest. Digital age, man.
Fair enough.
But
yeah, do we start going over the actual list, or we go over the spreadsheet?
Nah, we go over the actual list. So our final number, though, for the predictions, we end up getting what 84.6% correct.
I think it's 84.6 something percent.
So that by itself was our highest number that we've ever gotten correct. Our highest before that was like 72, and I think last year we got like 68% or something like that.
And a lot of it had to do with, we just genuinely didn't know that some applied. Like right there, the second or the third and the fourth name on that list.
Yep.
No idea that they did.
No, we had no idea. But four-wheel drives, we're going to be looking at the Southern Belle of Pocahontas, Illinois, Steve Bose, Steve Clem, Tommy Corsa, Taylor Corsa, Rob Foster, Justin Grace, Cody Lewis, RB Moeller, Wyatt. That was a great pick on that one. Cody Lewis, Larry Peterson, Lane Thornton, Murray Thornton, or in this case, we just picked the wrong truck instead of the other one.
Yeah.
And Jake Zering with rule number 19. Do we just go through here and make our top three picks while we're just scrolling through them, or are we going to come all the way back through it?
I'd wait for a while because there's still some things that need to be had between lists, especially on Thursday night, because there's a number that does not line up. So,
I mean, I think it's going to stay.
It's going to stay. They ain't going to change it. The year I was there, they didn't.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Pick our three.
I even made a list tonight. You guys be proud of me.
I am proud of you. Wow.
I was bored.
Wait,
somebody write this stuff down.
Mine's already written down right here.
I ain't got a notebook, so Wyatt, do something.
Hold on. You're learning the masses.
We were prepared, I swear.
All right.
I'll go first. Give me Steve Clem.
All right.
Cody Lewis.
Yep.
Larry Peterson. Well, wait. No, give me Jake Zering instead of Larry.
Wow, made the quick switch.
Yeah. Of course, this is all going to depend on hook order.
Zach?
Tommy Corsa, Larry Peterson, and Foster in no particular order right now.
I knew you were going to take Foster.
Why wouldn't you?
Depends on what the hook order is.
No, not really. Not within four-wheel drives because there's such a delay in throttle control. It's a driver's class, bar none.
Your turn, bub.
I gotta agree with Zach. Rob Foster. I'm gonna go Murray Thornton and Thumper.
Ooh.
And Cody Lewis and Fired Up.
Who won it last year?
Thornton's with was it Thornton's with Backdraft?
Sure.
No, Steve Clem won it last year.
Oh,
that's right. All right. Apparently, they just decided to throw the gauntlet together on Wednesday night up here this year, by the way, on Super Farm.
Hey, now.
Holy
Hold
moly.
on. Hey, calm down.
Oh, man. Let's see. Lee Butts, Bill Casey, Trip Downing, Casey Fritz, Jared Johansson. That's a rookie. That is an outlaw tractor. Brad McFarland, USA East champ, Wyatt, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Shane Maston, Brett Roberts, Spanky's Toy, they're returning. That's another outlaw. Jeremy Roberts, Gary Shavink, Jacob St. Mary, fourth generation out of New York, and Brad Woods and Thunderstruck.
This one's from all over the dang country, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I know. All right, so give me Casey, Downing, and Jeremy. Oh, dang, I left Gary and Brad wide open. Oh, no. Where'd Zach go?
I have no utter idea.
Where did the henchman go? All right, I guess you're going to make yours while he's gone.
Oh, geez. I'm going to have to go top three in no particular order.
Yeah, none of these ran in a particular order.
Nope.
This is just looking at and shooting.
Oh, boy. Bill Casey.
Yes.
Shane Maston. And Gary Shavink.
Ooh.
Hey, Wyatt, just copy and paste. That's exactly what I had
Brad
right now.
Woods completely out.
I think, Casey's always run good down there. He runs good. Shavink's ran good. I think Shane is due. He's paid his time down there. That thing is running like a scalded dog right now.
And when it took the cooler off, it didn't matter.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Copy and paste, Wyatt.
Attaboy. Way to be original, guys. Great job.
Hey, if it doesn't matter who you pick, they're not going to eliminate.
All three the same across the board. Come on now.
And we're just
Who'd you pick, Shane? I was not here.
Casey, I think.
Downing and Roberts.
See, I about put Downing in there in place of Shavink just because that thing runs good.
Yeah.
See, I can't deny Shavink after the end of the year. From Rockwell second session on, that thing was damn near unstoppable.
Yeah. We're all dumb for leaving him off our list, though.
I mean, doesn't mean he's out. They take 4.
I know.
We're just taking top 3.
Yeah. All right, modifieds. Why we went 11 for 12 in this one?
Yes.
Yeah. The one we missed was
Les Corporal. We didn't know
Les
Les didn't apply.
He didn't apply.
But who got in over Money Pit?
Yep. On our list.
Yeah. Let's see. Brett Berg, Lane Bollinger, Steve Bunnage, Bill Leischner, Ricky Long Motorsports making their return, Cameron Neves, Donald Nelson debuting Bullbuster in Freedom Hall, Johnny Payne making his debut on Limitless, Ricky Rose, Brandon Simon, and Simon Says, Doug Theobald, and the Kentuckian for what years does this make for it?
A bunch.
40-something. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot to everybody's little.
All right. I'll let somebody else go first. I'm out on this one. There's a lot of variables this time.
Simon, Sullivan, and Long.
Whoa. You did throw Long in there.
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy.
You can't the Sullivan Long bunch in that building, you can't bet against them.
No.
I'm going to say the same for Simon. I think that just speaks for itself. I will also go Cameron Neves because of his consistency there.
Yep.
And I'm going to go Lane Bollinger.
All right.
He also ran pretty well last year there.
All right. Give me Sullivan, Long, and Nelson. Well, no, don't give me Bullbuster. I haven't seen what it can do with 3 motors yet. It hasn't had a 3rd motor on it yet.
Okay.
Screw it. Give me Doug.
Alrighty. All right, Pro Stocks.
Yeah, this is big for a Wednesday night group, man. My goodness. Hey, Mr. Marty, great to see you too. We forgot to talk about hanging out with the guys from Europe down there in the hotel lobby on Friday night.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very educational.
Those guys are cool.
Yeah, that was really educational. All right, let's go.
I'll start since I haven't started, and I think one's probably pretty obvious. And I'm going to take Tinker Toy. I'll take Tinker Toy, Red Gambler, and shoot, I'm trying to read.
Bullwagon.
Shoot, Christ. Sam Brown.
Okay. So we got Sam Brown, Tim Kaine, Nick Elkinger. He's a rookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brian Depp. I think Brian's a rookie.
Yes.
Daryl Foles, Russell Hildebrand, Mike Linder, John Lane, Conley Medding, Jason Miller, Grayson Shelton, and Tim Vorwald.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I didn't even read that Tim was driving high limit.
Yeah. You can change.
Well, I already picked it.
All right. Give me Tinker Toy, Revelation Pro, and High Limit.
Zach.
Foles, Shelton, and Brown.
You didn't go risky at all, did you?
I mean, not really, no.
Well, one's.
I just think John Link is due in that building. That dude has had every ounce of bad luck you can have in that place.
We got to remember one thing, though. There's one tractor in this lineup that literally has a magnet to the sand pile. If we're going to be really honest here.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now we need to go to Thursday night.
Sorry, boys. Heater was heating up the office a little too much.
All right. Next night. Yep.
All right. First session of 4-1s. Jeff Ball, Gary Barrett, Jason Bordeaux, Adrian Cox, Nick Gallitz, Dean Halicki, Colby Lane, Chris Lear, Kevin Lindstrom, Patrick Payne, Craig Ratterman, Bryce Recklifs. What you think?
Zach, go first.
Halicki, Lindstrom, and Ball.
Ooh, Ball.
Okay.
Give me Halicki, Patrick Payne, Recklifs.
Okay. I'm going to go Dean.
Man, Bordeaux sitting there, though.
Yeah. Not anymore because I'm taking him.
Okay.
And I'm going to go Nick Gallitz.
Ooh, okay. Do we all three pick somebody different there?
Everybody picked Dean.
Everybody had Dean.
And then from there, Shane had Payne and Rickless. I had Bordeaux and Gallitz. And then you had Lindstrom and Ball.
The only reason I didn't want to pick Lindstrom is just because I want to be different.
I picked Nick Gallitz because at the end of the year in Batter State was like damn near like untouchable.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Thursday session, another stacked super farm class. Anderson, Alan Andrews making his return out of Beresford, South Dakota. Dakota. Matt Casey, Totally Exposed, Brad England, Brooke Ferris, Brian Gunderson, Brandon Jacoby, Justin Johnson, Wayne Lamore, Jeff Martine, Josh Miley, Dan Schulte, and Jay Smith back.
I'm going to go first just so I'm not biased between myself. I'm taking our damn tractor.
You should.
As we should. I'm going to take Josh Miley. And I'm going to take Jay Smith back.
No, you suck.
Again, this damn class is loaded.
Zach, go ahead.
Take Anderson, Miley, and Ferris.
You know that's the 2294.
And it didn't matter. Cases this year were like unstoppable.
Yeah, we got two of them in this class too.
Yeah. And they both run really good. And one of them thinks machine going to work.
Give me Anderson.
Okay.
Give me Brad England. Wayne Lamore.
He had really good luck there last year.
See, now this one right here is my wild card. I know what this thing can do outdoors with an intercooler. I don't know if I've ever seen it run without it.
Well, there's two wild cards on there because we also have never ran indoors. So
yeah, that too.
That thing's never had a smoke pipe on it.
Hopefully, it likes it.
Well, it's gonna have to like it. It has no choice.
Two-wheel drive. Irv Clark, Dustin Corliss, Brian Grifka, Cameron Paschal, Jacob Shepard, Matt Seitz, Donnie Sullivan, Lisa Tatum, Will Teasley, Kerry Unger, and Mikey White, and Jacoby Wiley.
This is an interesting class.
Shane, you're up.
All right, give me Apex, Alcohol Addiction Retapped, and screw it. I'll go Part City Auto Parts.
I think you're just taking a dart and throwing it at the wall and hope it freaking sticks right now.
What else are you gonna do here?
Go.
I was pretty close to the same. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I left one out.
You screwed up. Go for it.
Yeah, I did.
Mikey White.
Yep, that was when I screwed up.
Will Teasley and Jacob Shepard.
You literally changed one from mine.
I had
it. He said he's gonna be close.
I had it wrote down before you wrote yours down, buddy.
I don't even have mine wrote down. I'm just
and I know it
the screen.
And I know what one I left off, and I bet Zach's gonna take it.
I'm gonna take Mikey White.
Yeah.
Donnie Sullivan.
There it was.
And Dustin Corliss.
Oh.
Those things always running. They always run good in that building.
Not wrong.
You see,
I like how we're all mixing it up, though.
Well, tour drives you have to.
Dean, we've tried to tell him that, but he claims they're too busy beating the hell out of it on the dyno.
You gotta remember, I also don't write the check for that thing.
They gotta find that. They gotta find that 3.5 horsepower. It's gonna win Louisville for him.
You bet.
Well,
hey man, we gotta get every ounce we can get going into that place.
Zach, just to clarify here, the whole entire goal is probably to turn all those white weights up front into like sandy white.
Fair enough.
See,
just don't get out of the throttle,
please.
I'm not the driver, so I don't know.
All right, Thursday night pros. This is a stacked class.
Yes, it is.
Ryan Coates dealing with fire. Greg Yelsing, Travis Coons, Alex Metherell, Clint Medding, Brad Moss, Julia Ray, Brandon Simon, Reese Shelton, Doug Sabatka. I think I said that right. Andrew Vorwald, and
Craig
I think
Wildman.
that's supposed to be Craig Wildman.
This one is loaded.
Yeah. And this is a Thursday class, too. Normally it's Friday, and we're like, oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, I remember Thursday last year when Shelton, Moss, and Simon were all on a pull-off.
Yeah. Man, that was Thursday last year, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. That was entertaining.
That was fun. That was fun. Do we do it again this year? Please?
All right, who's going first?
Not me.
I'll take Brandon Simon, Julia, and Brandon Coates, or Ryan Coates.
Ooh. You don't think Trailblazer goes back?
It's not.
It's not. I don't think so. It's just that.
Look at the lineup he's against. I'm taking Brad Moss.
See, I thought about that one, but it's been a while since he's been in the seat.
How long's it been?
Yeah. At least
didn't he drive it there last year?
No, Peter did.
Peter did drive it last year?
I'm gonna go Moss. I'm gonna go Coates, and I'm gonna go just because they can get it off their back finally. I'm gonna go Clint Medding after last year missing both by like inches.
That's fair. All right. Screwed. I'll go 3 in a row. Give me Julia, Brandon, and Reese. No. I'll tell you what. Substitute Reese for Travis Coons. Just to be different.
Do it before I write it down, please. All right.
Whoops.
Now here comes the night where all hell breaks loose.
Yep, exactly right. All right. This is one of those where you throw a dart and hope it sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Danny Barker, Andre Bordeaux, Secret Weapon, Mike Bausma, Colby Counts, Eric Cavan, Magnum Force making its return to the National Farm Machinery Show for the first time in what, a decade?
No, it's like 6 years.
Jerry Martin, Tony McDonald, John Meyer Jr., David Novak, Jacob Ohl, Darren Ratterman, and Dustin Ruth.
Who's going?
I went first.
I'll go. Danny Barker.
Okay.
Darren Ratterman. Tony McDonald.
Alrighty.
I don't think that's anywhere near right.
What?
Colby Counts. Tony McDonald, John Meyer Jr.
You don't think Rhapsody goes back to back?
Barker, Ohl, and McDonald for me.
I like full bore's chances there.
There's just certain tractors that just have, farm show luck or just magic.
And I think, you talk about Barker's last year. Of course, we all know who built the chassis. We all know what it is. That thing just works.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
100%.
Chassis's a twin to mine.
Yep. Shane, you're too far. There you go.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Go.
Mindy Nelson Brown, Lil Whip, David Carlton, Side Piece, Barbara Cochran, Walk the Line, Roger Deathridge, Taking Up Space, Tanner Fitzsimmons, Country Heat, Mark Ford, Trimmer, Chad Mayhill, Two-Time, and Dale Nelson, Forever Hooked, Chase Richardson, Suffer Insanity, Jason Sullivan, Cornburner, Cole Zajac, Texas Two-Step, and Jonathan Payne with the Rampage.
Hot take. This one's loaded compared to Thursday night because you got champions in this one. I mean, Outlaw, NTPA, Outlaw or PPL runner-ups because PPL champ didn't apply.
Who won PPL two-wheelers this year?
Nelson.
Jared Nelson. Right. Mid-South champion in this one. East Coast champion.
Give me Chase, Jason Sullivan, and Mindy Nelson Brown.
Zach.
Chase, Mayhill, and Sullivan. I think the Noonans go to the top.
Wait, Sullivan, who was the last one?
Chase, Mayhill, and Sullivan.
Since when is Sullivan and Noonan?
He's not, but the other two are.
Oh. I'm going Jason Sullivan, Cole Zajac, and Mindy Nelson.
I didn't see
that
in there.
Okay.
I could see Jonathan Payne going. I mean, everybody in that group I could see all making the finals. Just depends on what the hook position is. All right, super stock, diesel, alcohol, duel of the fuels. We went 11 for 12 on these again.
Well, we went 12 for 12 the year before.
Yeah. Mark Benninger, the Warrior, Terry Blackburn, Extremely Armed and Dangerous, Steve Burge, Lock and Load, Cody Cheezick, Considered, Kyle Holland making his farm show debut on Black Tornado Revived, Jeff Hotham, Fully Loaded, Brandon Hunt, Living a Dream, Bill Keener and the Bambi, Kent Payne, Super Rooster, Colin Ross, Triple Bypass, Travis Schlaubaugh, Bone Twister, and John Strickland with Galot.
I'm going to sound like a broken record here. Colin Ross, Terry Blackburn, and Kent Payne.
Wow. Sir.
What?
Leaving the ring winner out of the top three.
I didn't leave a ring winner out.
Go, Shane.
You got to remember, there's 6 that go to the final here, man.
Colin, Brandon, John Strickland.
That one's getting a tune-up, as I've been told.
Colin, Brandon, and Terry.
Okay. Pro stocks.
Yeah, no thanks. Brandon Coates, Fueling the Fire, Mike Connie with Mac Nasty, Carlton Cope, Warpath, Melvin Deppen, Deer Tracks Attack, Matt Holland, Glutton for Punishment, Chris Hoyt, Nutcase, Lance Little, Anger Management, Kevin Masterson, River Rat, Brent Meyer, Injected Funds, Rhett Parrish, El Nino, Kevin Schmucker, Get Her Done Deer, and Braden Schromick, Youngblood. Who wants to try?
I'm going to do Parrish because he seems to be Mr. Friday Night lately.
I agree.
And Masterson and Schrammich.
Got some color variation there.
Because I can tell you one thing. I know the Schrammich family well enough that they're not going to have a repeat of next year in that building. Last year in that building.
No.
Or a repeat of like the end of the season, with some problems.
Yeah. All right. Give me Rhett.
Okay.
Carlton Cope. Lance Little.
That one was tough for me not to pick.
Yeah, I can see that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kevin Masterson, Mike Connie.
Ooh.
That was tough too.
Yeah.
And I gotta go with Rhett. I'm sorry.
No, we all left Brent out. Wow.
And I'm not counting Brent out in the slightest. Absolutely not.
I know, I'm not either.
It's just I don't think luck has been on that dude's side the last 2 years in Louisville.
Poor fella.
All right, finish her off.
Yeah. Caroline Armstead, Terry Biggs, Cliff Carnes, Kent Crowder, Van Hazley, Trent Ingram, Xander Lee, Calvin Miller, Keith Witt, Jeremy Yeager.
I'm going to say something. Tennessee's up 25 on Louisville.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't say neither one of them, but, you know.
Dang.
Go for it, Wyatt. You're up.
This one is going to be a really weird mix.
It is. It's a different mix than what we've had in years past.
Give me Terry Biggs. I gotta go with the old pro Kent and Keith Witt. Those boys can drive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where'd that go?
Hazley, Crowder, and I'm going to throw Xander Lee in there just because for some reason to me in that class, last year Caroline did it. The young ones seem to
thrive,
do something in that building. And I don't think the multi-charger trucks are going to getting their ass beat again by a single charger truck.
No.
Nothing, because she did a phenomenal job driving, but they're going to come a swinging.
2 out of the last 3 years have been single chargers.
But I think you're going to see the big boys shine.
Somebody's going to turn it up to 10,000.
And I don't think this is like the outdoors.
That is a class there that to me a lot of hook matters a bunch.
She was late in class last year, from what I remember.
Mid-pack, she was like 6.
But after the reset, she was like 3rd.
Oh, they did reset it.
I watched it earlier. So.
Oh, I was gonna say, how do you remember that, bro?
Shane,
give me Van, Caroline, Xander.
All right. Interesting.
Y'all knew I couldn't leave Caroline out of there. Come on.
No, and I didn't want to, but I'm just
I didn't want to either, but I just think the vets are just gonna, all right, people, you know who built this house.
All right, Zach. It's your class, so you get to go first by default.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, give me Alan Cook, Matt Smith, and Jeff.
I was gonna say, if you leave Jeff out of this group this year,
go Twinkle Toes. Let's go.
I ain't going Twinkle Toes. Give me Jeff, Kurt Afdal, dang, Noah Allison. That was difficult.
Matt Smith, Jeff Michelocci, Kyle Paulson.
We finally figured out who the last 2 light pros were, for the love of G's.
Yeah. Kyle Paulson.
Let's go on.
Yeah, Kyle Paulson won Driver of the Year in Badger State, and I think that kind of shows how he's doing right now. So that's why.
That tractor is always just hooked up and went. I mean, that thing is always just laid back and rolled.
Well, even this year on mediocre tracks, Kyle, when he laid into it, it just rolled.
Yeah.
Now, here's a class that kind of took me by surprise a little bit.
Yeah. Based off the information we were given a little bit.
I think I told you two of these applied. You said that didn't, but
who was that?
Marcus and Rex.
I got told by Marcus's son that they didn't, and he's like, I said, how do you find out? He goes, when we started tearing the motor apart. So,
all right. Terry Blackburn, Brian Bowles, Cody Cheesick, Mark Filiatru, Bobby Jones, Rex Kuhn, Brent Payne, Brandon Phillips, Larry Phillips, Craig Smith, Adam Spiegelberg, and Marcus Wilson.
Isn't it kind of funny they spelled Terry's name correct here, but they didn't spell it correct on the page before?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that.
Must have been autocorrect. You want me to go first?
Yep.
No, I got it.
Okay.
All right, fine. I had them written down.
Brandon Phillips, Brian Bowles, Marcus Whittleton.
See, this class here is as tough as any of them to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's a tuner's game too.
I feel like Brandon is due. He is due.
Well, in the air in that building, whether the door's open or not open, and it just,
if the door's open, it's gonna play.
Yes. Agreed. Zach, want me to go?
Sure.
Rex Kuhn, Terry Blackburn, Brian Bowles.
Brandon Phillips, Rex Kuhn, and Cody Cheesick.
Why wasn't this our worst class on the prediction side of things? I think it was.
Had to be close.
No, forward drives were. By percentage, the forward drives were.
Yeah.
Wait. Repeat that, Zach. Brandon, Kuhn, and
Cody.
Because we missed Marcus, we missed Craig Smith, we missed
three.
Rex.
We missed three. Rex.
All right. Last but not least, Saturday afternoon pros. I kind of like this. Brad Hockstedt, 618, Corey Hoyt, Mark Lawyer, Esden Lemke, Chance McGrath, Josh Martin, Jason Rowan, Rob Russell, Danny Schmucker, RJ Simon, Paul Stone, and Russ Yoder. Dear jeez, guys.
Go for it, Shane.
Stacked old Saturday afternoon, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Give me Mark Lawyer since he's driving it. Robbie Russell. Screw it. Josh Martin.
Zach.
Robbie Russell, Jason Rowan, and Danny Schmucker.
Rob Russell, Esden Lemke, Danny Schmucker.
Oh, you're leaving Markin out. Wow.
Who?
You left Mark out. I'm surprised. Thing is,
it was hard for me not
in
to
the
pick
prelims
Lemke,
last
but
year.
I think Schmucker's due to get in the finals.
This thing got second last year in the preliminary too. Chances in here.
Didn't 618 run on Thursday last year, if I'm right?
No, Saturday. They were first hook. I think they reset and they still came back, right?
No, they were like fifth hook.
I thought they were first.
Because Tim Stone was first.
Okay. God, everything's running together from last year. Jeez.
Well, okay, I'm glad that's over with.
Are you? No, will any of them be right? Maybe. Well, will any of us get all top 3 in one night? Probably not.
I will say, I give the committee credit. They, once again, kept everybody on their toes. I think they've got a great field. I mean, obviously, there's some that should have been in probably like every year, but what do you do when you're picking that many vehicles?
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what their application looked like. You don't know.
And that's the thing, too, is like there was an argument on pull off of like the Haugs, the Whitworths, the,
permission granted.
Can I get on my soapbox right now?
Yes.
Pulloff.com
is for the people that cannot express their opinion in public.
I've never met. Never mind. I need to stop.
There's no point in doing it because all they're going to be is keyboard warriors that will not face to face with you.
I'm not talking just the keyboard warriors. I'm talking never mind. It's dumber than hell.
Well, this is their invitation to actually accept our invitation to a podcast.
Bring it on.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Hey.
I wasn't informed of this, to be fair.
I don't care. It's 2 against 1. I've kept my mouth shut most of the show, and I probably should stay that way for a minute. But
anyway, I will say like I said, I will agree. The list kept you on your toes because there was a lot of non-normalities.
But I can't say anybody shouldn't have got in. Probably. I mean,
I'm not talking about list members. I'm just saying the process of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the date is probably not what the committee wants you to find out. They probably want you to find out sooner. But, like you said, you're picking between, say, 60 plus pro stocks or 45 super farms or whatever. There's a difficulty to it still. And, not knowing the process or criteria in which they choose on is always going to keep you on your toes no matter what. So
yeah.
No, I agree. And obviously everybody's looking forward to going to Farm Show. We got Cloverdale coming first. You got Lexington coming first.
Yeah. We got Murfreesboro.
Everybody's going to be itching to get out before. So
Murfreesboro? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Murfreesboro's before.
Yeah. It's like the last week of January this time, I think.
Yes. Yep.
Something like that.
No, I'm sure we'll get Clinton Tucker on here for long to go over.
We've got a loaded next couple weeks, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So we can tease some of them now, y'all. There's going to be a little bit of a stretch here for a couple of shows while we're kind of having this time in between events and everything. We're going to take you down history street and pulling.
We got some really, really cool history shows lined up for the first of the year.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
One of them's, I'll put it to you this way, one of them's based out of Pennsylvania. And is pretty freaking familiar with
all
Farm
we need
Show.
to see there, and then we're gonna bring on some super stock pullers from back in the day, and
we're gonna get the 3 of them back together.
Yep,
there was one other one we had said we were gonna do. I don't remember which one it was.
I haven't
got the one in which I got.
Yes, that one.
But yeah, the January and February are gonna be loaded, guys.
Yeah, we might do some extra shows in between too. Like instead of skipping weeks, we may just go back to back, just to make sure we get them all in before we start heading into the busy season of things. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, we'd like to done a couple of them here for the holidays, but the holidays are coming quick and time and yeah.
Heck, Christmas is next week, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't worry. I looked up at my desk today and I said, "Oh, that's
I can tell you one thing. Some of our shows are going to break barriers, guys.
Yeah, they will.
Anyway, I think that's our universal sign to say, get the hell out of here.
We're out.
So,
see you.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.